at this. Mask on. Check it out. Check it out. Now we know what it feels like when girls get home and take their bras off. Right, guys? Now we know. Now we know. I hope you're at home and you're not wearing a mask, and we can have some fun doing some neuro trivia tonight. So thanks for tuning in again. 3rd episode. Hopefully we can keep it going as long as you can get your friends to keep logging in. Tonight we have more categories. Some new categories. Categories tonight are WWE, Comics, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Doctor What? Nope, that's Doctor Who. Monsters, Disney, and one I call Rando for random. Just whatever. It's a hodgepodge. It's a mix. If we can get to 100 people logging in tonight, I have a very special leather-bound blue foil edition of Jonathan Hickman's God is Dead. This was limited to 1,000 copies, and this baby has never been out of this board and bag. So this would be a heck of a nice prize to the winner if we can get up to 100. So get all your friends and family, get your grandmas, get your cousins, get everybody to log in. With that in mind, I think we can, well, you know what? I'll show you the other prizes, and then we'll start the questions. Give everybody a few more minutes to log in. So under WWE tonight, the winner will get an Expendables bottle opener. Also could be a heck of a belt buckle. This thing is huge. Look at it. Size of my head. In comics, we have a Brightest Day Green Lantern trade paperback. Minty fresh. In Lord of the Rings, something not related to Lord of the Rings at all, The Boys, an awesome trade paperback. If you guys haven't seen the first season of this, it is awesome on TV. Star Wars, Second Sister Inquisitor Pop. Oop, there's a little bit of glare. Check that out. Pretty cool, right? The Doctor Who category. Nobody from Doctor Who. It is Eve Moneypenny from Skyfall, 007, James Bond. Dun, 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 dun. In the Monsters category, we have a brand new factory sealed Hull Breach game. Check that out. In Disney, we have these cute little kawaii cubes. Look, it's Superman versus Batman. Look, Martha. And in Rando category, we have the Movies Bank. Ooh, I guess it's blending in with the screen there. It's a ghost edition. And then the overall winner, unless we get to 100, will be this really cute and cool Cam and Mitch from Modern Family pop set. Check that out. Target exclusive. So, hopefully that's an exciting enough array of prizes for you guys. And let's get into the questions. We're going to start off with WWE. Brother, are you ready for some trivia? All right, first question. The Rock, Triple H, and Randy Orton are all tied with how many WWE World Heavyweight Championship wins? How many wins do they all have each? It's a tie. Let's see if you know it. I can't hear any Googling. You seen any answers on your side?
Yep.
Oh, maybe my live chat's not working.
Yeah, 10, 10, 5.
Oh, there we go. I had to switch it to live chat. Okay. Yeah, people are just... You're just throwing down numbers, right? Just make up a number. You might get it right. It's somewhere between 0 and 1,000. Woo! Somebody think they have it? I still don't see the answer yet. TikTok, TikTok, yo. Oh, I know. We're about to ban TikTok. Maybe I shouldn't say that.
We have a...
So close.
Here's a problem.
Uh-oh.
How old is this question?
Ha-ha! Is that not? I don't know.
Triple H has had 14 World Heavyweight Championship reigns.
This is WWE specific. Oh, someone thinks it's 10. Is it 10? That wasn't the status we got. This is WWE specific.
Let's see.
I like 49, 22, 14. Now you're just throwing out some numbers. Maybe this was an ESP question. You just had to guess the number I was thinking in my head. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? It's like that casino Chevy Chase went to in Vegas Vacation. Is it? Is it 10? Judges?
There's 1, 2.
Lone Wander's got the right idea. Everything says 10. Everything except the data we had when we put this test together.
Yeah, let's go with 10.
All right, who was the first person to say 10? That wasn't the answer we had.
Michael.
Michael was the first to say 10?
Yep.
All right, Michael. We're going to give that to you. Our research said WW Heavyweight Champion specific
The question gets muddy
was 8 each.
because the World Heavyweight Championship is actually different than the WWE Championship.
Ah, so it's a confusing question is what you're saying. I should have just asked you to guess how many fingers I'm holding up behind my back. That would have been a lot easier. All right, moving on.
We're going to forget that question ever happened.
Moving on. Comics! All right. Hopefully this question is a little bit smoother than that one. We do want this to be spelled out exactly because it's a little bit of a weird answer. And the question is, what is Hellboy's real name? Yes, his, I won't say Christian given name because, you know, he was born in hell. What is his real name? I'm sure there's multiples, but we're looking for a specific one. And go. Hellboy's real name. Come on, Google away. Google away. You can get it. Oh, we have a winner. Caitlin. Caitlin Chloe, you are correct. Now can you pronounce it? All right, Caitlin Chloe, that is correct. Bill, you came in there. Jimmy, you got it too. Little slow though. Caitlin's fingers are much faster than you guys. Next category is Lord of the Rings. All right, here's where you can catch up, Bill. ever open a jewelry store, I'm going to call it Lord of the Rings. I promise you. All right. The question is, when the pass of Cahadras is blocked, where does Frodo say the Fellowship should go? Pretty easy. You didn't even have to read the book. All you had to do was see the movie. And go. Where should we go? I remember they left it up to him. There was a little bit of a debate. Fortunately, they didn't have Facebook, so they didn't like post all their arguments. Where should we go? Oh, do we have it? I like your answer, Kevin, but you're correct, Kevin. It is right. The Mines of Moria. Roaring fires. All right, that was fun. See, the first ones were supposed to be easy, but I guess we screwed up the first one. Hopefully, they're not all that bad. Look, WWE is just, this is not my thing, but
that is my fault.
No problem. Next category, Star Wars. I know you guys know this one. Star Wars! Whoa! All right, Star Wars. Simple question. Which planet is Chewbacca from? Look, in the books, the movies, it could be from video games. There's all kinds of ways you could know the answer to this. So give it your best shot and let's see what you got. Let's see who knows where Chewbacca's from. Oh, boom. Godless. Oh, we got some. Well, you guys like trying to outdo each other, but neither one of you spelled it right. There we go.
No.
Kevin's in first with the correct spelling.
No, it's Jimmy.
Nope, he's not. It is. It is Jimmy. Jimmy got it correct. There it is. I think it's Kashyyyk or Kashyyyk or Kashyyyk. Maybe the K silent. I don't know. I know if you ask a Wookiee, it's so that's how you pronounce it. All right, next category is Doctor Who. Man, that was some classic Doctor Who vintage pictures back there. Up with some new stuff. It's all Doctor Who, Doctor what, Doctor I don't know, who's on third. But here's the question. What doctor actually owned the tweed jacket he wore throughout their time in the series? That's right. It wasn't a prop right out of some, set dresser set. This actor actually owned the jacket, wore it to the set, and they said, yes, that's it. We're going to go with that. And if you're ready, go. 0 Doctor Who is not the right answer. Thanks for playing, though. I see Tom Baker, but no. Good guess, though, Bill. It's what you're playing for. Come on. Oh, I think we got it. Kevin, are you in first? Matt Smith. That is correct, Kevin.
There's more to that answer.
Yeah, there is.
Which doctor?
So we have,
Looks like Jimmy.
well, he's got a partial answer as well.
He's got Matt Smith and 11. It is the 11th doctor.
Yes, it is. It is. And it is Matt Smith. Well, I don't know. I feel like Kevin got it first because he had Matt Smith. But Jimmy got it most correct. All right, we'll go with Jimmy. Jimmy H, you got it. You got the full answer in 2 different pieces. Bill, were you just going to name all the doctors? I mean, that's a good strategy. You need to get there. All right, next category. One of my favorites, monsters.
My love has lasted longer than the temples of our gods.
All right. Not a really hard question, but we do want the spelling to be right on this. One of my favorite classic Universal monsters. The question is, who played the creature in The Creature from the Black Lagoon? All right, that's one of my favorites, so don't mess that up, guys. I'm counting on you to get this one. So whenever you feel like you think you've already Googled the answer, go for it. Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton. No. No, that's hilarious, though. You know, never mind. I'm not going to say anything. That would be not good to say. I don't want to be suicided. I'll just be quiet. It has not been Chapman. Keep trying. There you go, Jimmy. That's who we were looking for. The person who actually did the diving scenes and all that stuff. Yes. Way to go, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy, you got a commanding lead so far. We're not even done with round 1 yet. So, come on, guys. You need to pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. All right, Bill, I know. I see you in there a little bit late. You're going to have to Google faster. All right. Next category we've had every week because I love it. It's Disney. This is what you're playing for Disney. Look how cute they are. Well, you know, dark and brooding, but look at them. Okay. First question in Disney is, when does Mary Poppins say she will leave the Banks house? There's a specific phrase of when she intends to leave the Banks house. And if you think you know this, let's see how quick you can answer. Go.
Kevin.
What? Kevin, that was faster than I could think about answering it. When the wand changes. Kevin E. No, Caitlin, that is not what she said. That would have been funny, though. All right. One last question in the first round. Let's get some more people logging in. So, call your neighbors. Tell them to come over and log in. The last category is rando for random. So, who knows what it is? All right. Random. These are just random questions in the nerd world. This first question, I expect everyone to answer immediately, so we'll just see who's the fastest. The question is, what is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? No, we already have an answer right now. I can already tell. You guys, boom. Just, don't mess it up. And go. I knew that would be quick. Way to go, Jimmy. Yeah. I knew you would all get that one. Oh, my fellow nerds. I can feel the love. One of my favorites of all time. All right, that's round one. How was it? Did you like it? Can you get your friends to log in? Can you get your grandma to log in? We are going to start round two in just a moment. And it'll be back to WWE, so hopefully we get it right this time. WWE. All right, let's get this one straight this time. Question number 2, WWE. What is currently the most watched professional wrestling match ever in North America? And Lord, I hope our information is current. You guys ready? Get set. Go. We want to know the two people who wrestled each other and what it was in. And you can throw in the year if you're like total nerd. Well, we got one person who thinks they got it right. But nope. Not according to what we have. Maybe we have some like 20-year-old data. Judges, are we checking? Undertaker and all of mankind. Maybe that one's right. What do we think, judges?
I don't know.
The most watched professional wrestling match ever in North America. Somebody's getting closer. Lots of good tries. Lots of good tries. This wrestling category is tough. Gonna check. according to my wait, there we go. We got it. You guys found it. I just wanted to double check. But when I double checked, our answer was still the answer. And Kevin Early, you got it, right?
There's a big caveat to this question because it's not the one people think it is.
Kevin, you almost have it. Can you tell us what the name of that wrestling match was? There's a big hint, guys. I just said Kevin's almost got the answer. Flair Steamboat, by the way, was classic. I got you, Bill.
You can almost say they're missing the main part of the question.
What is the main part of that question? How eventful would it have been? Do you guys need me to give you a link? These are such hard questions.
There's like a lot of people got partially there.
Oh, we got it. Bill did. Bill Bear. But
he didn't get the Hogan Andre part.
He did. Bill Bear got Hogan Andre main event. We had to drag you across the finish line, but we got there. I'm going to let somebody else do these WWE questions from now on.
Yeah, I'll do them next time.
Yeah. There's a lot of caveats to all these questions. I mean, when he was holding his breath or when he had red hair. All right. A much easier category coming up in comics. All right, I have to cover it now. The question is, what team made this comic? What team created this comic? Had to hide the answer because that's one of the prizes tonight. So let's see how fast you can tell me what creative team, it's two people, created The Boys. And go. Caitlin, that is the publisher, but not the creative team. And that's not even the publisher, actually. But good try.
It is a good publisher.
Yes, good try, though. Buy stock. You can buy stock. Oh, we got it. We got a winner, don't we?
Yeah, Bill.
Bill, you're coming on strong in round 2. That is right. Garth Ennis and Derek Robinson. And if you haven't seen the show on Prime, you should watch it. It is awesome. All right, next category is Lord of the Rings with more funny-sounding names.
One.
That last part reminded me of my matrix algebra teacher in college. You shall not pass! Because that was a hard class. All right, here's the question. Round 2, Lord of the Rings. Where does Boromir die at the end of the first film? Where does he die? On the ground, but we want the name of the place. And if you're ready, you can go. Come on, guys. I know you can Google this. Oh, that's a good sounding name, but that's not the name I've got.
I will tell you, it is not King's Landing.
Not King's Landing? Not Polly's Island? It has kind of an Egyptian sound and a poultry sound. That's a huge hint. Tuttin Cluckin'. Oh, everybody's Googling the wrong answer. You might be finding the answer for the book, but we're talking about the movie. Maybe it's in Elvish. Maybe it's in Dwarvish. Jimmy! Jimmy's found it. Way to search, Jimmy. I'm on Hin, the great Egyptian chicken. Okay. Much easier question coming up in Star Wars. Okay, super simple question. I knew this one. I didn't have to do any research. Just wrote this one down. So I'm going to be disappointed if somebody doesn't get this one very quickly. The question is, what were the jobs of Owen and Beru Lars on Tatooine? What jobs did they have? It's kind of a first movie question. Let's see if you guys know what it is. Although that image is not from the first movie. It is a first movie question. This one's not hard, Sydney. You can get this one. Mechanics, salt farmers. Oh, do we have a winner? Oh, no, not really. No. No. Yeah, something kind of like that. Okay, I think Michael got it.
Yeah.
You spelled it wrong, but you got it. All right, Michael. It is moisture farmers. So, you know, that's got to be worth something right there, right? All right, next category is Doctor Who.
We're on the inside.
Is that annoying you guys yet? All right, Doctor Who question. Who was the first Oscar-winning actor to play the role of the Doctor? The first Oscar-winning actor to play the role of the Doctor. Not a very hard question. You Whovians should know the answer. So, Whovians, I expect you to answer. We got some, whoop, I think we have a winner. Jimmy. Correct, Jimmy. It is Peter. That's right. He was the first Oscar-winning actor to play the role of the Doctor. That doesn't mean there won't be more. I'm sure there will. All right. We have 3 more questions in round 2. The next category is monsters.
My love has lasted longer than the temples of our gods.
You thought all of these were going to be like nerdy in the sci-fi world, but sometimes we throw a curveball at you and give you a sports nerd question. So here's the question. What famous monster has an NHL team named after it? That's right. There's an NHL team named after a famous monster. All right, sports fans, especially from up north, you guys should know what this is. So let's see what you got. Not an animal that could be a monster, but an actual monster. Boom. Sydney. We know who the hockey fan is in the house. That is correct. The Jersey Devil. The Cleveland Monsters. No, it's the Jersey Devil. I've had friends who said they've driven through that forest and they think they've seen them before. It's kind of like the Bigfoot of New Jersey. See? Threw one at you a little bit out of the blue. All right. Next category, my favorite, Disney. Disney question. All right, this should be pretty easy. If you're old like me, it's pretty easy. What town is the setting for the Disney movie The Love Bug? It's an American town. I gave you a huge hint. What town is the setting for The Love Bug? And go. I do work at Sports Clips. That's great. I love it. Whoa, Caitlin! Look at that. She got Nancy Pelosi right off the bat.
I just got that.
That would have been too easy of a hint, right? Yes, that is right. San Francisco. I left my heart in San Francisco. Sorry for torturing you guys with that. All right, last category in round 2, random, because that was totally random, wasn't it? This promo was totally random. Okay, I need to talk seriously for you for a minute. This next question is going to really test your nerd-atude. This is a really nerdy question. I love this particular question, but we're going to see how good you guys are at it. Here it is. Among the Fremen, Paul Atreides has 2 names. What are they? Among the Fremen, Paul Atreides has 2 names. We want both names spelled correctly. And go. By the way, they're rebooting this. They're making a new version of this movie, and they better not screw it up because it's one of my favorite series of books. Well, I'm not even telling you what series of books it's from. You got to be nerdy enough to know what I'm talking about. No, that is not hair coming out of his nose. That is a breathing tube. Did we get it?
Looks like Godless Engineer.
Godless Engineer. My heart goes out to you. I hope you didn't have to Google that. I hope you knew that one because I love those books. It's from the Dune series, and they're remaking the movie. So, oh man, fingers crossed they don't mess that up. And that's it. We're halfway through. So get some more people to log in because I would love to give away this incredibly limited leather-bound blue foil edition of Jonathan Hickman's God is Dead, limited to 1,000 copies, and I've got one right here, factory sealed. See? Got the sticker right there on the back. So, without much ado, let's head on to round 3. All right. I pray our research department, which really pretty much just consists of me and Juan, got this right. Here's the question. Who holds the record for the longest time spent in a ring during a single Royal Rumble? The most time in the ring during the Royal Rumble. Who is it? He's famous. And go.
Nope, I just fact checked it. We're good.
I'm just going to wear these in case it's off. Nope. Keep trying, Sydney. Come on, Bill. I know Bill. Bill, you go to these events. You might have been there. Nice try, Jimmy. Not quite, Caitlin. Somebody's going to give me a link to Snopes and tell me it's wrong.
Nope, I just checked it.
Oh, nope. I like that answer, China, though, but no. Come on, guys. Sorry, Bill. Bill, you were there. I think I saw you there when this happened. So somebody thinks there's a different answer.
There's not.
No, you've double fact checked it.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a reason why.
Aha. There's a caveat.
When someone gets the answer, I'll explain.
We got almost the right answer. It wasn't me. I know that much. Everybody giving up?
No.
You do that, Jimmy. You do that.
No, I'll tell Jimmy why he's not right in a second.
Okay, guys. Man, this is the hardest category you've ever had.
Jimmy got it.
All right, Jimmy. You just gave in, despite your own wishes.
The reason it was not Daniel Bryan is because Daniel Bryan was at the greatest Royal Rumble, which is not a regular Royal Rumble.
Oh.
It's a special match in Saudi Arabia.
Did they hear that?
Wait, I can hear myself.
Okay. Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Jimmy? It wasn't the Royal Rumble. It was the Greatest Royal Rumble, which is a different title. That is technical. But we have to go with the judges. All right. Round 3, category comics. Such an easy, obvious answer. I bet you're all going to miss it. All right, the question is, this series won the Eisner Award for the Best Continuing Series in 2010. The Best Continuing Series in 2010. Not Best New Series, Best Continuing Series in 2010. Let's see if you can figure this one out. This one won't have any technicalities like the wrestling category. This is the answer. Not Superman. Sydney, did you just name the only comic book series you know? Yeah, Bill, somebody said Ray, but they said it wasn't Ray. That was the problem. But the person who said it wasn't Ray eventually just gave in. Oh, look at that! Godless Engineer. In with the answer. It is The Walking Dead. That's right. Still going. Still a hot comic. Still probably one of the best sellers. I haven't watched that show in a while, though. I need to get caught up on that. All right. Category 3, Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, and we're not talking about Brett Favre. Huh? You like that, didn't you? All right, Lord of the Rings question number 3. Gollum killed his brother for the One Ring. What was his brother's name? That's right, what was Gollum's brother's name? Who Schmeagol offed to get the ring. And go.
Yeah, Jimmy actually got that last one.
That's who I had.
Okay.
Yep, I had Jimmy. He kept saying it wasn't him, and finally said, "Oh, screw it, it's him."
No, I meant The Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, correction, Jimmy, you got The Walking Dead too. Oh, wow, look at that. All right, Godless Engineer, you redeemed yourself. You were first in with this one. That is correct. Way to go, Godless Engineer. It's not Theodore, Jimmy, but I like that. That's cute. Not the River Folk. That's not the kind of names the River Folk have. Okay, category 4 is Star Wars. This next question is so easy I shouldn't even have to ask it. But we're going to ask it anyway because that's how the game is played. Count Dooku is also known by what name? What other name is Count Dooku known by? If you think you know it, let's hear you put it on the board. I know somebody's going to get this like super fast.
Caitlin.
Oh, really? My chat is... There you go. All right, Caitlin. Way to go. Caitlin, I don't know if you looked it up or are you just a country music fan? You know, Darth Brooks. Way to go. Way to go. Way to go, Caitlin. Way to go. All right. Next category is Doctor Who. Of all the sci-fi vehicles and all the shows, the TARDIS has to be my favorite. I mean, you could go anywhere, anytime. You could get all the other vehicles with the TARDIS. All right. Pretty easy question, but we'll see how easy it is for you guys. What were the final words of the 10th Doctor? The final words of the 10th Doctor. Not the 9th, not the 11th. Definitely not the 1st, but the 10th Doctor. Go. Yeah, that's funny, Bill. Party on, Darth. Yep, I saw a t-shirt the other day that had Batman and Darth Vader, and it said Wayne and Darth. Ha ha ha! Well, don't go yet. We're going to just keep playing trivia until we run out. But yes, that is right, Kevin. Kevin. I don't want to go. I don't want to go yet either because we have some more questions to do. So let's get on to the next one in Monsters.
My love has lasted longer than the temples of our gods.
All right, I'm channeling the answer to you guys. I don't want you to mess this up because it'll just hurt my feelings. Okay, who was the first actor to play Dr. Frankenstein's monster in the 1931 film? Who was the first actor? Subsequently played the role a few more times. That's a hint. To play Dr. Frankenstein's monster, not Dr. Frankenstein. Don't mess this up. I know one of you is going to mess it up. Boom! Just like that, we got a winner. Before anyone else could mess it up. That's right, Kevin. Boris Karloff. That's right. I thought for sure someone would put Bela Lugosi, and I was going to have to chastise you right here on YouTube. But nope, Boris Karloff was in first by Kevin. No, here they all come. Here they all come. Boom, bitty, bitty, babbity, boom. But Kevin was in first. Almost like he knew what the question was going to be, but he didn't. Okay, Disney. This one's hard. I have to tell you, this one's obscure. So it should be fun. Let's see if you guys can figure this one out. What was the first fairy tale that Walt Disney made a cartoon about? What is the first fairy tale that Walt Disney made a cartoon about? Not an easy question, a little bit obscure, but I'm sure you fast Googlers out there can find it. And let's see. Hey, Neil. Glad you made it. Yeah, I see a lot of good answers, but not the right answer. I told you it's obscure. It's not obvious. Look at the question carefully. It doesn't say full-length feature film. It says cartoon. Oh, Jimmy. Jimmy got it. All right, tell the truth, Jimmy. Did you have to look that one up? Because that one's obscure. But that is correct. Little Red Riding Hood was the first cartoon based on a fairy tale. The first cartoon was Steamboat Willie with Mickey Mouse, right? All right, last question in round 3 in the random category. More of my favorites. Okay, another one of my favorite book series. So this one isn't going to be easy unless you know my library. This question is, in Asimov, that's Isaac Asimov's Foundation trilogy, who is the mysterious character known as the Mule? He's very important in the second book, a little bit in the third book, not at all in the first book. Who is the mysterious character known as the Mule in the Foundation trilogy? And yes, I made these questions because I love these books. There's a hint right in front of your face. And it's me, Jeff Sessions. I think he lost, didn't he? Somebody's going to say Clint Eastwood. Come on. I hope this inspires at least one of you to go read this series because it's a great series. That is all correct, Godless Engineer, but that is not the answer to the question. Yes, all of that is true, but that is not the answer to the question. The Mule is the person we want their actual name. Mule is the AKA, the otherwise known as. But what is the real name they were known as?
Pink Panther player.
No, he is not unknown. I've read this series of books probably 5 times, so I promise you it's not unknown. There's like 3 books I read over and over again. Foundation trilogy, Lord of the Rings trilogy, the Bible. Almost. Gandalf. Nope. Wrong category. Somebody's going to say Drizzt the Drow, but no, that's not it either. This must be hard for Google. Somebody look up the Cliff Notes. Yeah. That I think that was one of the names. Godless, you got it first. I'm gonna let that be the winner because that's one of the names. That's close. So yes, it was Magnifico the Jester, also sometimes called Magnifico Gigantus. And the first one in there was Godless, right?
Yep.
Yes, that is correct. Great series of books. I encourage you all to read it. I love it. It's very it makes you think a lot. Never mind. I won't get into that. All right, last round. It's time to give away all these prizes. So even if you think you didn't stand a chance, you might get one right where there's 3 different winners, and we might give it to you. So don't give up and go for it. Back to the toughest category of the night, WWE. Juan tells me there's no way we can screw this question up, but I have faith in you guys. All right, here it is. Should be easy. What does the acronym of stable FBI stand for? And we're not talking about the Federal Bureau of Investigation. And if you don't know, you're looking at them right now in front of you, I think. So let's go and see if somebody can spell this out correctly. Go. I wonder if the name is accurate. Boom, we got an answer. Bill!
No, I got Godless Engineer.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, you're right. How did that happen? I thought I saw Bill first, and then Godless Engineer popped up in the middle. Yep, Godless Engineer. Sorry, Bill. I thought it was you, but then all of a sudden it just wasn't anymore. But you were in there pretty quick. That's right. It stands for Federal Bureau of Investigation. Full-blooded Italians. Are they all actually full-blooded Italians? I don't know. You'll have to ask them.
They definitely play one on TV.
But they play one in the sweaty ring. So, anyway, moving on. I don't want to say anything else. The next category, the last question in this category, and it's a good one, comics. Maybe that was just a... Yeah, Bill, I agree. You popped up first that I could see, but then all of a sudden you weren't first. So, I don't know. Maybe the 2 questions just came in at the same time, and then the YouTube corrected them by the nanoseconds. But if you scroll back now, you'll see that Godless is in there first. All right, next question in comics. A series that I love. So this is a pretty cool series, critically acclaimed. And here's the question. I'll just read it. What independent comic series featured the main character giving birth in the first scene of the very first issue? What independent comic series featured the main character giving birth in the first scene of the very first issue? I can't say in a live show the very first word in that first panel, but it definitely got your attention. It was it's an excellent series. It's still critically acclaimed. Half of it's done. The other half is yet to be done. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to pick it up and make it into a movie or a TV show or something. It's just too awesome not to be put on the screen. I hope some of you guys have read it. This is going to be a hard question for you to get the correct answer on, so I may drop some hints. So go. Give it a minute before I start dropping hints. I think I made a Google-proof question. I don't think you can Google this. I love Umbrella Academy, but no. The very first scene was not somebody giving birth in Umbrella Academy. Not a main character, anyway. Main character is kind of a critical component of this question. Wow! Godless Engineer. Way to go. That is correct. It is Saga. And Bill, I got you definitely at a good solid second. Was that Googleable? I didn't know if that was Googleable. But anyway, great comic book series, and I hope it becomes a TV show because it really should be one. All right, next category is Lord of the Rings. Back with another pun.
One,
And you guys got that comic one quicker than I thought you would, so good on you. This question, Lord of the Rings. So we all know the real Lord of the Rings is Greg Louganis, you know, the most Olympic gold medals. But this question is, who are the parents of Eleanor Gardner, a.k.a. Eleanor the Fair? Now this might be a little hard. Who are the parents of Eleanor the Fair? And go. Pretty obscure character. Obviously, you see a picture right there. Who are her parents? Yes, Caitlin. Way to correct that. You got it. Way to go, Caitlin. Yes, Jimmy, that was the full correct answer, but I've already given it to Caitlin because that was correct. All right, not too hard, not too hard. Star Wars. All right, kind of an old school trivia question for you here. Not an easy one, but easily Googleable. Who was the only Rebel Alliance pilot to survive all 3 original trilogy films? Who was the only Rebel Alliance pilot to survive all 3 original trilogy films? And before you say Luke Skywalker, he wasn't officially a Rebel Alliance pilot in the first film. Go. Bam. Look at that, Michael. That is correct, Michael. Way to go.
Points if you can get the last name.
Yeah, can anybody give me the last name? Anybody? There you go, Bill. Thanks, Bill. Bill got the last name. But yes, Wedge. That's right. Good old Wedgie. Okay, down to 4 questions. It's down to a few for the total win, but it's still anybody's game on some of these prizes. The next category is Doctor Who.
We're on the inside.
Could be a hard question. I hope it's a little hard. It's a cute question. Why does the TARDIS always look like a police call box? Why does the TARDIS always look like a police call box? There is a very specific answer to this very simple question. Let's see if you can do it. And we're going to look for a specific series of the way the answer is worded. There we go. Michael, you beat out Godless Engineer because you named the specific broken part. That's right. The chameleon circuit was destroyed or broken. Three questions left. Not 4 questions. Next category is monsters.
My love has lasted longer than the temples of our gods.
Okay, this is a hard question, and we're not going to debate all your reasons why you think you have the right answer. You either get the answer I have on this sheet, or you don't get the answer. How many deaths, including Jason Voorhees, are in the film series Friday the 13th? The total number of deaths that are calculable, that we know for sure, not maybe deaths, but for sure deaths, depicted in the film series Friday the 13th, including the number of times Jason has died. And go. And I want the exact answer that's on this sheet. I don't care what you think you know. This is the answer. Because I say so. Way more than 27. Think of all the movies in the series that have the Voorhees and family character in. We could start naming them if you want. Jason Takes Manhattan. Jason Goes to Space. Jason Visit His Aunt. Not counting Saturday the 14th. That was not an official part of the series. I know this one's hard. It's supposed to be hard. It's so hard. I had to watch all of the movies and just make tick marks on a piece of paper. And 27 hours later, I had the answer. Did Jason kill people in space? Yes, he did. He did. I think was it called Jason X, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're getting closer. I'll give it a few more minutes, and then I'll give it to whoever has the closest answer, because it really is a hard question to get the answer without just doing the math. Oh, 2 people think it's 297, but no, they must be counting people that were presumed to have been killed, but not actually specifically, according to the script, killed by Jason or killed in the movies. And this includes the reboot, too. The Friday the 13th reboot. Caitlin, I like the way you're thinking here. Your Price is Right in it. I like it. All right, Juan, do we want to put a clock on this thing? You want to count it down?
Yeah,
Let's go. All right, we're going to count it down, and then I'm just going to pick the answer that's the closest.
I'm going to set a 30-second timer.
30-second timer. So just start throwing in numbers, and we'll see who gets the closest.
Well, timer is started. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Tell me when the time's up.
You'll hear it.
Oh, time's up. The correct answer is 213. Yes, and
Well, it was painful to see.
it was intended to be 13 by the people who made the reboot. They kept track of it, and they wanted it to end on a 13. Bill, you were definitely the closest at 214. Caitlin, I love the Price is Right strategy you had going on there. Whatever somebody put you thought was close, you just went one more number. I dig it. But no, Bill Bear, you got that one. 213 is the correct answer. That's a lot of blood. It was
engineer 24,000.
possibly. There could be some more movies coming.
It felt like that.
All right, 2 questions left. Well, really 3. We have a bonus question tonight I forgot to mention, brought to you by the Superman Super Site with its own prize. Neil Cole runs the Superman Super Site. He's also in the chat. He's promised he will answer his own question, and I promise you I don't know if anybody will be able to answer this question. But we'll get to that in a moment. The next category is Disney. Disney! All right, last Disney question of the night. Supposed to be the hardest. If you think about this one logically, it's not too hard. What Disney princess makes a surprise appearance in the movie The Hunchback of Notre Dame? That's right, it's a cameo! We have a princess cameo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Who is it? Who is the cameo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Go. It's the Queen Alien from Aliens. I'll just give you a hint. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Sydney.
What's that? Sydney Jules. Yes, you were right. Yeah, it's if you think about where the two movie, the France, it's kind of an intuitive guess, but that's correct. The cameo is Belle in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. All right, way to go, guys. Last question before we get to the special question. This is in the random category. All right, another one of my favorite books. Yep, I wrote all these questions in random from my favorite books. This one, we are going to look for a very specific explanation. So here's the question. In Arthur C. Clarke's 2001 A Space Odyssey, HAL is the artificial intelligent computer. How did Clarke come up with this name? What inspired him to use the name HAL? What was the method, the reasoning, the madness for HAL? That's what we want to know in this question. Let's see if any of you can figure that one out. And once you see the answer, you're going to go, duh, okay. It's funny. But let's see if you actually know this little bit of trivia. Can you be a little more specific?
Boom.
Yeah, I see something, but I'm looking for something a little more specific. Godless engineer. That is correct. Neil, you were on the right track, but I wanted you to be specific. Yep, Bill, that was the thing they came up with to justify it. But Arthur C. Clarke said that he just used the letters before I in IBM, HAL. Because at the time, that was the world leader in computing technology, and nobody knows who they are anymore. They think they're just a typewriter company. All right, that wraps us up for the regular round of trivia tonight. We do have a bonus question brought to you by the Superman Super Site. What's that?
I have it set up.
Oh, okay. We've stuffed this thing into the comics category, although the question isn't a comic question. It is the most appropriate category for it. And it's brought to you by the Superman Super Site and Neil Cole, who's playing tonight. So you guys say hi to Neil and go check out his website. Let's see it. Okay, guys, Neil's providing the prize for this. I've seen a picture of it. It looks pretty cool. I don't have it with me, but he will bring it to the shop for you, whoever gets this right, to come pick it up. This is a really hard question. I couldn't get it right when he first told me what the question was, so good luck to you guys because I'm the biggest nerd I know. All right, here's the question. Who's the first live actor to portray Superman? Think about the question carefully. Who's the first live actor to portray Superman? That doesn't mean in a movie or a TV show. It just means portray Superman live action. I see a lot of good wrong answers. So more good, wrong answers and misspellings. Neil, are you telling us it's no? Oh, Neil's trying to give you some hints, guys. Look in the chat. Trust me, Neil knows. If anybody knows everything about Superman, it's Neil. Neil is saying Marilyn got it, but I don't see Marilyn in my chat. Judges, is there a Marilyn in our chat?
Okay. He mistyped it.
Oh, Caitlin. There we go. All right. Caitlin.
Keanu Reeves.
Well, at least they got a Reeves in there. Neil, according to Neil, this was in a, was it a World's Fair event? I think you told me. He just put on the costume and appeared for photos and autographs and stuff at a World's Fair event. So that's why it was a pretty hard question. Caitlin, Neil has a prize for you. He will bring it to the store. And then I guess we will get it shipped to you, Caitlin. All right, so give us a few minutes. We'll figure out the winners of all these awesome prizes. Thanks for playing. We'll make some more announcements in just a minute. But we're going to take a quick break and add all this up. All right, so let me explain what we do if there is a four-way tie in a category. Whoever got what I consider the hardest question in that category. For the overall winner, it's whoever got the most questions, the overall winner. So let's go by categories first. And in the most difficult category of the night, the WWE, with the most difficult question, Bill Bear. Bill Bear, you get that one. You get the Expendables bottle opener / belt buckle. In the comics category with the Green Lantern Brightest Day trade paperback is Godless Engineer. Godless Engineer. I can talk to you about Jesus if you like. In Lord of the Rings, which is the boys trade paperback, we have Kevin. Is it Kevin Easterly? You were the winner. Congratulations, sir. In the Star Wars category with the Second Sister Inquisitor pop. Check that out. It is Michael B. Michael B. In the Doctor Who category, which is the Eve Moneypenny pop from the James Bond Skyfall movie. Look at that. Cute. It is Jimmy H. Jimmy H. That one is yours. In the Monsters category, getting the Hull Breach game, is Sydney Jules. Sydney Jules. In the Disney category, with the really cute kawaii cubes, it is Caitlin Chloe. Congratulations, Caitlin. You can have your own, Batman versus Superman battles at home now. And they're good at throwing at people. In the random category, it wasn't close. Godless Engineer, you took it away. You get the Ghost movie bank, which is pretty cool. Overall, though, even though this person only won one category tonight, they killed it in the most number of answers correct. And that is Jimmy H. Jimmy H. You will be getting this dual pop set from Modern Family with Cam and Mitch. It's very adorable. Congratulations. That's it. That's what we have for tonight. Neil Cole has a special prize for the bonus. And I wish we could have given this away, but, see what special prize we have next time. Remember, tell everybody you know, because we want to get that viewership up. To tell you the truth, we have agents who are checking in, checking out to see what kind of celebrities they will send to XCon and to put on our TV show. So we need to see a lot of viewership numbers so that we can prove to them that it's not a waste of time to let us interview and talk to some of those celebrities. With that being said, we do plan to bring Nerd Bar Live back. We'll be on Fox Sunday nights at 11. Stay tuned. We'll give you the first episode airing date for that. So keep an eye out for that. That's pretty exciting. I've done that for 3 years, but it'll be the first time one has done a TV show that will be broadcast on live television. So awesome. That's going to be fun. Check out our Facebook page and check out Myrtle Beach Games. Plus, we're selling vintage t-shirts on Teespring, so go look at that. You can find a link somewhere in here in the description, and you can check out all these cool t-shirts, and we hope to be adding some more t-shirts and fun things like that. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. I look forward to doing this again, so stick around. In a couple of weeks, we'll be doing version 4 already, so I'm excited. Hope to see you then. Hey, XConians! Great news! We have a date for the new XCon. September 4th and 5th, 2021. Not 2020, because the way things are going, probably have to cancel it anyway. So,